again.
So how do you feel?
I feel great. Rehab's coming along pretty well. I feel like I'm a couple of weeks away. Not rushing anything, but everything's looking on the up. Jumping on is probably one of the hardest things for me right now, but that's just coming along with my quad getting stronger. Just my quad having to get stronger. It's gotten really stronger the past week, just with more I've been able to do since the last X-ray. So I'm feeling pretty confident right now.
Are you scared at all?
No.
Doing all this?
I feel like I know I broke my leg, but that's as far as it go. I haven't seen the video. That's kind of like why I was telling people stop sending me the video, stop sending pictures, things like that. So it's not any doubt in my mind. I kind of feel like it was a freak accident, but everything happened for a reason.
How hard has it been to come back?
It hasn't been hard. Kind of just not being able to play, feeling like you think you're able to play, but our trainers and everybody like that really knowing your actual body, that's probably the hard part for me, being able to sit through a 3-hour practice.
Now, do you run the same way? Do you shoot the same way? Is everything working more or less like it was before? You had to adjust?
I'm still adjusting. Just running and jumping and doing things like that, getting my body back to how it was. That's kind of like why I'm not in a big rush right now.
Kevin, do you worry at all that your skills are going to be rusty having sat out for so long?
Nah, I kind of feel like before anybody in the game to see it, all my teammates will see it in practice. I feel like a couple of days I'll be rusty, but after a while I'll get right back into it.
What is it like to have so much attention and then it kind of just goes away?
I like it actually, because I'm not one of those guys that like a lot of attention. So the more it got quiet, it's getting big again because Coach P is telling the media certain things, but it doesn't really bother me that much. I try to stay out of the limelight as much as possible.
Has it gotten normal yet?
No, I don't go anywhere. I still don't go anywhere. I went to Red Lobster, I want to say a couple of days ago. I was done my meal 30 minutes before I was able to actually leave, so it's still hectic having to take pictures and sign autographs and things like that, but you get the same amount of time to be mean to somebody, you could be good to somebody, so I don't really have a problem with it.
Has this experience changed you, and if so, in what ways? How's it affected you?
It's matured me, but at the same time, just knowing that people actually cared about me made me a good person, wanting to help other people.
Rick has you kind of projected second semester to make an impact. Is that your timetable as well?
You have to ask Rick. I honestly don't feel like that'd be the case, but the more I feel like I'm showing, the more he'll start letting it be like, all right, he'll be dressed for this, he'll be playing in this. So it's really up to Rick. It's up to Rick and my trainer, actually. So it comes down to them at the end of the day when I'm be able to suit up.
Will you participate today in the red light?
Nah.
So when is your first time you'll actually be in a practice?
As soon as Fred says he wants me to, honestly. He feels like as long as the quad keeps getting stronger and everything is looking as good as it's been, he has said I'll be out there the next couple of weeks.
Next couple of weeks, really?
Yeah.
You normally spend your summer playing basketball every day. Without being able to do that, what's your summer been like?
Outside of rehab, I'll do conditioning or video games, and I'll go back in the gym later on at night just to do a little extra more conditioning, but that's really about it. It just sucks being bored, But at the same time, getting rest, I feel like I'm getting a little taller, so I can
Getting taller?
Yeah.
Really? you grew?
Yeah, finally.
How does that happen?
I guess just resting my legs. This rod, I'll say, has a big part to do with it, but I feel like I got about another inch and a half. So.
Has that been measured statistically? Is that
just me knowing my body, like not being able to do certain things anymore. Like I could tell I've gotten taller, like getting a little bulky finally, just gaining weight and getting taller. That's my biggest thing right now.
Kevin, I don't know if you heard there was a rumor that you were kicked off the team.
Yeah.
What did you think if you had heard that?
Coach P actually just told me don't even worry about it. He said he would clear it up because it's not something that he would want to come from me and I get all that attention. So it was just funny. I was actually just home with my mom because they were going through a couple things at the time. And that's all it was. I was still doing my schoolwork and things like that. So when I first heard it, my sisters brought it to my attention. They were like, "You got kicked off the team." I woke up first thing in the morning like, "What are you guys talking about?" But nah, all those rumors and things like that, all of them were false. So I'm still here.
I think what's really interesting is you have all these guys coming back. For you and your role on this team, what do you think you can add to this team next year? Because I don't think people know what to expect of it.
Same thing I've been doing, Defense has always been my thing. So I feel like I could be more of a defensive player, a lot more with Peyton leaving. That was a big piece in our press last year. And having to be more active offensively, I kind of feel like I was getting into it late in the year, but when I went down, it kind of went away. So getting back to that,
you create news.